Arnulf, find a place at one of the tables.
Think there's been a I didn't join your army to meet men, but to meet quicker you lead me to that.
The war nears its...
Sadly,
Sadly, why?
I survived. Rebuild your land, Queen. Enjoy your...
Arnulf, in Lyria and Rivia, your past matters not.
What about after? What do I tell my ancestors when the time I yearn to sit at their table, lass, and drink mead in their company?
I can't help but wonder.
Ain't the tattoo? Carve these runes.
The method makes little difference.
Aim here. Message for enemy. Alas, don't seem they can read it. At least not from a distance. And when they get close...
I wish not to pry, but...
For only death can cleanse me You must have heard what they call me. Arnulf the Patricide. Or what?
To die by one's child's hand. A terrible fate. And it shall be mine as well if I lose this war.
But did you earn it? This fate?
What? Not always have I been just with Willem. I dismissed him.
Listen, lass. My dad, he beat me. Till my skin turned blue and I chucked red. He'd drink and beat, drink and beat. My brother, Ove, Da clobbered him to never met this son of yours. But I know you's a bit now, and I can say this. No kin of yours needs slaying.
So long, Arnulf.
Maeve, I must say it again, I'm sorry.
No need to say any more.
But you've got to know.
Every time you bring it up, I'm tempted to change my mind. Listen, I'd wish to...
Wait, I know what of, and you know it's a topic I'd rather not dwell on.
It won't help to let those thoughts...
And what would help? Barring a magical leap into the past. Maeve, believe me, I've shed tears enough for my family. I've no need to think of it. No need...
So, what awaits you now?
Been contemplating it of late. Thought I might go back to the life of an outlaw. Not that...
You're quite right, I wouldn't. It's why I wish to make certain you'll not feel Gascon. I hereby bestow upon you a number of estates.
What? Maeve? Damn it, I don't know what to say.
Ha! A first?
Thank you, Maeve. 1,000...
'Tis I who should thank you. It's time I attended to other matters. Farewell.
The Lyrian army had grown into a great serpent. So much so that riding at the column's tail, Maeve could not see its head. Footmen, cavalry, and archers stretched like a glistening snake between. Suddenly, Maeve heard angry cries and the clash of steel against steel, all at the column's front.
Those ranks! To the left! Man's left! Support the flank!
Maeve drew her sword, spurred her horse, and galloped forward along the line of troops. Then, through the swirling battle dust, she spotted...
Must be an important lesson in this. But what?
What do you want of me?
That bit the white of an eye from half a league away.
Don't shake that!
101, 102, 103. Hundred and 52, 154.
This could hurt.
Scrubbing duty again? Oh, gods.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
And just when you thought things were about to get dull.
Left, right, left, right.
Scheiß! In zwei!
Doubt I'll ever pay off these school loans.
The Morroway drink with our forefathers! Hey, don't toss that, it's perfectly usable.
Our ballista, your command. My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
As you command. Off to the front yet again.
Mercy! Have mercy!
Normally disciplined, determined to an extreme, these Nilfgaardians quickly broke rank and ran.
Deserters! Leaderless, Your Grace.
A scout reported.
Headed south they was, towards the frontier.
Chained prisoners now sat along the dusty road. Neve stopped in front of one. He was ragged and unshaven. Flies had taken an interest in his poorly bandaged hand. Spotting the Queen, he lowered his head.
I know you take us for savages,
Began Meve, her gaze passing over several scraggy black-clads.
but fear not. We shan't flay you alive nor eat you for dinner. And when a truce is signed, you'll be sent home, where I most sincerely hope you'll stay this time.
As the Queen mounted her horse, she barely concealed a grimace. Her thighs were sore and chafed, her hands raw from the reins. But she bit her lip and rode on, for the prize was now.
Was in Aldersburg when it fell. Broke my heart, that did.
The good mothers guided you to victory. Nilfgaard angered the gods. Too much pride in them, not enough humility.
Niamh was listening to a scout's report when screams suddenly burst from the prisoner transport. In a moment, Niamh bore witness to a truly macabre sight. The Nilfgaardian captives to whom she
Blasted all.
seized the queen, looking at the bloodied corpses. Those responsible for the deed, peasants from the quarry at Ravencloft, Niamh had welcomed into her ranks. The harm they'd endured from Nilfgaardians wielding whips, this was what had festered in their hearts and minds. The Rivians couldn't accept that their oppressors had gone unpunished. So they took matters into their own hands, in defiance of the queen.
There's fiends, not folk.
Cried the peasants, now armed and in uniform.
There was old...
It had been justice by a mob, and Niamh knew it should not go unpunished. Yet at the last, ignoring her advisor's counsel, she left the former slaves' fate for their commanders to decide. For the queen had grown weary of...
Long live me! Long live the Queen! Long live a liberator!
Niamh noticed one of her scouts, a certain Corporal Larkin, halt his mount and train his gaze on the woods.
Your Grace, I thought I heard something. Could have sworn. A whisper, maybe, but... nothing now. It's all gone quiet.
Corporal Larkin saluted, then rode past the trees. Suddenly in shadow, he keenly scanned his surroundings. Something caught his attention. He dismounted, then brushed aside ferns, exposing tracks made in the mud.
Your Majesty!
He shouted, quickly turning towards the road.
Sound the alarm! It's...
It's a trap! 2 arms!
Got business for me? As you wish, my lady.
You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Left, right, left, right.
Nay, dwan fi cymest.
Again and again and again.
Our ballista, your command.
Tell me you jest.
You're there!
What do you want of me? You must sweat like a swine in that jacket.
None shall tread on us!
Now we will see who is weak.
Yeah, yeah!
Oh my. May your sword and arm be one.
Hey, hey, don't toss that. It's perfectly usable.
Watch your heads!
Your tricks will not save you, Dwan.
Renna! Stop! We surrender!
The Scoia'tael fighters stood no chance against Meve. When the sounds of battle finally ceased, the Queen, victorious, tossed aside her arrow-studded shield. She then ordered the commando's leader brought before her. She'd expected a ranter who would turn up his nose, spit in her face, and cry, "Death to all Dwan!"
Youthful you look, elf. How many summers to you?
27, my lady.
27. A wonderful age.
I beg you, Renna. For mercy, I ask. If not for me, then at the least for...
Mercy? You jest. You wait in ambush. Come at us...
It was no ambush.
Don't play me for a fool. I know what I saw, and I'm no stranger to...
It's not you we wished to fight.
Then who killed Corporal Larkin,
When we saw you on the high road, we fell back and hid in the wood. We wanted you... Your scout's hearing, very keen. He heard something, then spotted our tracks. You must understand...
You know you might have surrendered.
Like Dristan's commando. Is that what you mean? They laid down their arms before an Edirnian general, who ordered them hanged. If we're to die, we prefer...
Why are you here?
Rescue someone? No, the Nilfgaardians have realized they'll lose the war and have renounced us. Without their Demavend has loosed his hounds. They hunt our units one by one. He's offered 50 gold pieces for the head of each Scoia'tael. It's the same in Temer. We wish to join with your Veth's unit, flee together as far as we could.
Why do you tell me all this?
Because you listen still. You've not ordered me killed, so... I beg you. So few of us remain. All tired, all wounded.
Enough senseless killing for one day.
I don't know.
Make certain I don't ever regret this decision. 'Twould be thanks it.
I thank you. For your
Meve personally unfastened the prisoner's chains as her Lyrians looked on in silence. They did not approve.
you. Treat yourself to one, you. For a better few.